Did you ever hear the tale of the blind man touching different parts of an elephant and trying to figure out what the animal is? One touches the tail, and the other touches the trunk, one feels a leg, and they all claim the elephant is something different, yet it's the same large bovine. The government is a little like that. There's a lot of littles. In this tangled tale of intrigue, it's all slanted toward a common goal, to reconstruct America in order to conform to an agenda perpetrated by someone whose feet are not planted firmly on American soil. The perfect end product of an out-and-out controlled leftist movement that's been stewing for 50 years. The most un-American person who ever ate in the White House, the liar's liar, Barack Obama. When Hillary didn't take that phone call to Benghazi that night and just rolled over and went back to sleep, she was just following the party line. When Holder set up a gun shop down on the border with discounts to sell guns to cartels, he was just doing his boss's bidding. When the Supreme Court allowed tigers to marry chairs, they were paying homage to the most perverse administration that ever came to Washington. And boys and girls, that's going some, because there's some crap going up in Washington. Let me tell you some more. Forget Michael Brown. He was just a thug. Kind of forget Trayvon Martin. That was just an argument, a fight between a Mexican and a black guy. And I'm from Texas. I can tell you they never did get along. Think about Lavoy Finicum. He challenged this abomination. He faced the devil. He put a crack in the wall. He had to go. Just like those journalists I cited in the first part of another article, where all of a sudden journalists and professors who rebel against this abomination suddenly turn up dead. 2 in 1 day of the same thing. And Lavoy, forget about all that nonsense you hear. He didn't have a gun, he did have a gun, he did pull it, didn't pull it. It's all spin. Consider this. He got stopped, he drove away, the roadblock was already there. Tracks all over the snow, people in place. This event showed the teeth of the beast. Lavoy had touched a nerve, and the beast couldn't let that go on. That's why Lavoy Finicum was killed. That's why you should be afraid, and that's why Donald Trump needs to be in the White House. The leftists are already saying that Trump will be a disaster. They're going to great lengths and great ends saying it. He can't possibly be the president. It'll be World War III. Global warming will go out of control. The price of coffee will go up. My God, we can't have millions of Arabs in this country trying to destroy Christianity. What are we going to do? We can't let Trump be in the White House. Obama is so concerned about global warming that he completely ignored the new spill by British Petroleum in the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah. He boosted ATF and FBI presence there just to keep reporters out. You didn't know that, did you? Your mainstream media didn't tell you about that, did it? Well, I've got a man on the ground down there, and I have to have pictures. I hope to have you pictures pretty soon. Okay? Kind of skip that. The oil's still spilling. Are you starting to see the elephant now? Well, it's not an elephant. It's a woolly mammoth, and it's time that we make this puppy extinct. William Barrett Travis has now drawn his line in the sand for 300 million Americans, and they're all standing there scratching their asses. Well, brothers and sisters, the enemy is at the wall. And if you don't believe that, I'm not a white boy from Austin.